The hallway stretched endlessly before them, a labyrinth of doors beckoning with promises and secrets. Each door had its own personality, some adorned with intricate carvings, others worn and weathered, and a few pulsating with a soft, inviting glow. Leo, Mira, and Whiskers stood at the threshold of this new reality, their hearts racing with anticipation and trepidation. Mira's unease was palpable, her fingers fidgeting with the hem of her shirt as she glanced nervously at the shimmering doors. Leo, with his adventurous spirit, felt the thrill of exploration surge through him, a stark contrast to Whiskers, who was still grumbling about the absurdity of their situation. The glowing book in Leo's hands seemed to hum with energy, its pages fluttering as if eager to reveal the next chapter of their journey. The new sentence that materialized sent a chill down Mira's spine. The door of truth reveals what you need to see, even if you don't want to. The words echoed in her mind, a foreboding reminder of the challenges ahead. As if on cue, one door at the end of the hallway creaked open, revealing a dimly lit space beyond. Leo, ever the brave one, stepped forward, his curiosity overpowering his caution. "Only one way to find out," he declared, his voice a mix of excitement and defiance. Mira hesitated, casting a wary glance at Whiskers, who shrugged, his feline eyes narrowing in resignation. With a sigh, they followed Leo, the door slamming shut behind them, with a finality that sent a shiver through the air. Inside, the world around them shifted, transforming into an eerie replica of their hometown. The familiar streets were devoid of life, the sky a heavy blanket of gray. Silence enveloped them like a thick fog, and an unsettling feeling settled in the pit of Mira's stomach. It was a ghost town, a place that felt both familiar and alien. But then, as if the town had a life of its own, the scenery began to warp, revealing the deepest fears of each of them. Leo found himself standing in the empty halls of his home. The silence was deafening, and the absence of his family echoed in his heart. He called out, but his voice was swallowed by the void. "Where is everyone?" he shouted, panic rising in his chest. The fear of being forgotten clawed at him, a suffocating grip that threatened to pull him under. Mira's world shifted to the confines of her school. She stood in the middle of a bustling hallway, surrounded by classmates who moved past her as if she were invisible. She raised her voice, desperate to be heard, but her words fell silent, lost in the cacophony of laughter and chatter. The realization hit her like a wave. She feared being unheard, her thoughts and feelings dismissed as if they didn't matter at all. In a corner, Whiskers faced his own haunting reality. The pet store loomed before him, a place he had once known too well. He was back in the cage, watching as families passed by, choosing other pets while he remained unseen. The loneliness settled over him like a heavy blanket, and the fear of being unwanted gnawed at his heart. As they struggled against their own illusions, shadowy figures emerged from the darkness, distorted reflections of their deepest insecurities. Shadow Leo stood tall, a mocking grin plastered on his face. "No one remembers you, Leo. You're just another kid," it sneered, the words cutting deep. Shadow Mira mirrored her own pain, whispering, "No one listens to you, Mira. You're not important." And Whiskers faced his own dark twin, who hissed, "You were never special, just another stray cat." The weight of their fears felt real, crushing them under the weight of doubt and despair. But amid the shadows, a flicker of resolve ignited within Mira. She clenched her fists, shaking her head defiantly. "No, this isn't real. I do have a voice." Her shadow flickered, wavering as her conviction grew stronger. Leo, inspired by Mira's courage, found his own strength. "People do remember me. Even if I get lost, I can always find my way back." His shadow began to crumble, the darkness retreating in the face of his determination. Whiskers, too, felt a surge of bravery. "And I am special. Even if I wasn't chosen at first, I was chosen now." With those words, their fears shattered like glass, and the illusions dissolved around them. The town faded away, revealing a circular chamber with a golden door at its center. The book in Leo's hands flipped to a new page, the words glowing brighter than before. "You have faced the truth. Now you may move forward." The golden door swung open, inviting them into the unknown. Stepping through, they found themselves back in the comforting embrace of Finn's bookstore. The familiar scent of old paper and ink wrapped around them like a warm hug. Elder Finn awaited them, a knowing smile gracing his lips. "You have done well. Many travelers never make it past that door," he said, his voice steady and reassuring. Mira let out a breath she didn't realize she was holding. "That was terrifying," she admitted, her heart still racing from the ordeal. Leo grinned, a mix of exhilaration and relief washing over him. "But we did it. We faced our fears." Finn nodded, stroking his beard thoughtfully. "And that is only the beginning. The Book of Beginnings has chosen you. There are many more doors to open, and many more truths to face." As he spoke, the book glowed again, flipping to the next page, revealing the promise of new adventures that lay ahead. With their hearts full of courage and determination, Leo, Mira, and Whiskers stood ready to embrace whatever came next, knowing that, together, they could face any challenge that awaited them. The journey had only just begun, and the mysteries of the world beckoned them forward.